Right. Hang about. Start me short stream. Come on. Hurry up. Any time this year would be fan-bloody-tastic. Come on. Thank you. Right. Alright, nice, let's go. Salbot, now I've pre-chosen my vehicle. I've done this concept twice already, and in both instances I was in a really slow car and ended up like winning. So the prediction wasn't really realistic. So yeah, I'm driving a Ferrari, so at least if I do end up winning, it's not like unbelievable. I will say, I was testing out the difficulties to run today, and I was so unbelievably fast that, well, I was half a second quicker than 110. So, in other words, if the difficulty was unlimited, I'd be playing on about 115. So, I don't know how that's gonna go. Two things will happen. I either get humbled, and I'm not actually that good, or I win. So that's why I'm in a Ferrari. So if I do end up winning, I mean, they're not brilliant, but on their day, I suppose they can be good. A Ferrari even got a podium this season, actually. I think they've got a couple podiums, but I don't think they've come close to winning. Although Hamilton did win the Chinese sprint race. So, who knows? I'm not going to waste any time, though. I learnt my lesson from yesterday, because I ended up stalling for 20 minutes. I'm just going to go straight into it. We are actually driving as Hamilton today, funny enough. Or should I drive as Charlie? Because, well, no offense to Hamilton. He's a fantastic driver, of course, but Charlie is horrendously diffing him right now. And I was just thinking, if there is a chance that I'm going to be winning... Actually, no, let's do Hamilton. That's more of a fun prediction, do you know what I mean? Hamilton? Yeah, I agree. Let's use Hamilton. Oh, this is way too confusing. I've got 3 monitors now, rather than 2 from my last time I streamed, and I'm trying to... Okay, I think I got it. Right, so we're doing 100... Oh! Oh. Eh? Oh. See, I thought this setting would allow me to make the difficulty further beyond 110, but it says using equal performance. We're not using equal performance today, because obviously on equal performance, you could have, like, Ollie Behrman winning the Grand Prix, which as fun as a prediction that is, I'd like to have a nice balance between being fun, like Hamilton winning, and, like, Verstappen getting, like, 5th and stuff like that, and then also being, like, slightly realistic as well. So that's the target. And we are obviously trusting the F125 AI to do that. We're doing a full practice. Actually, no, we don't need to do practice. I'm well good. We're doing a full quali and a full race. And then the idea is we do the whole weekend. I write down the quali results, the race results, any safety cars and red flags, the conditions, and then tomorrow when I stream, I might skip practice, but when it's, you know, quali and the race, I can compare. Actually, I need to check. Is it a sprint race? It better not be. I'm going to kick off if it is. I can't type with gloves on. I can't type with gloves on. It's too difficult. Okay, it is normal. Good. Alright, so we'll do dynamic weather that's realistic on start time, approximate forecast. All of this is on immersive and on. I might actually... yeah, we'll keep the formation lap on. Gets that extra bit of immersion. Simulation, we want rewinds. I like how they changed the name from flashbacks to rewinds. That's really cool. We're racing the Scuderia HP Racing Team, yeah? We are. What a horrible name that is. Why can't it just be called Scuderia Ferrari? That has aura. Adding the HP and this massive blue logo on an otherwise red car just looks crap. It might be cringe. I'm putting it on surface only. It just keeps you a bit more consistent and makes the game more fun. Honestly, all this is fine. There's nothing to really change. I might... No, there's no point putting damage on, because I'll just use a flashback anyway. Right, with that all done, I think we're ready. Wait, let me just double check, yeah. So, using a website that lets you calculate your difficulty, I typed in my lap time. I went into a I went into a short quali and did a... What did I do? I don't even remember. I did a 1 minute 10.2, I believe, which is, like I said, way beyond 110 on this game. And I have been hearing from a few people that the AI are really easy on this game, which is quite sad, really, because I thought I had finally, you know, gotten good and my talent was finally showing through, but oh well. So it looks like I'm going to have to get out the pits straight away, because we have incoming wet weather in 5 minutes, which is what you want. So, yeah, Wait, am I in quali? Yeah, I am. I'm getting straight outbound, to be honest. Yeah, rain in 10 minutes, I ain't taking chances, I'm going. Oh, that's actually a thing. It's approximate weather, isn't it? So there could just be no rain at all and I've just been lied to. That is a possibility. As always with my live streams, if there is any sort of issues with the video or sound, let me know. Thanks, let's go. Now, I did this difficulty test like an hour ago, so I should still be warmed up. I shouldn't need, like, a practice session. And we'll see how it goes. Did I even put the setup on? I don't even remember. Shout out short-term memory loss. Oh, my screen's gone off. That's great. Alright, ignore it. Whoa, big skid. So we've got an 11.7 by Carlos Sainz. Remember, I did a 10.2. That's quite fast. Okay, we've got an 11.5. Okay, 10.6. There you go. Oh, getting very loosey-goosey. In a way, I'm really not looking forward to the race. I just feel like there's going to be, like, no grip available to me. And it's going to be very inconsistent. And that's one thing I dislike very much. I need consistency in my race. Or it just goes into tatters. This lap should be good enough to get me into Q2. I mean, it's a pretty stinky lap, but it should be good enough. Is all that matters. Also saves me from using an extra set of softs. Love it. It's going to be a 10. Well, actually, it's not... Well, it's good. Top 3, but it's about a second slower than what I did in a session earlier. That is immaculate. Wow, my lap was actually that good. Alright, nice. I also forgot, I should probably get my notepad open so I can write down the results. Yeah, that's a thing I should do. Right, that's the setup. Nice, okay. Now... Right, so now it's raining. I'm gonna hope that my laptop of 11.2 is good enough. To get through, I'm gonna... Oh. Yeah. I mean, getting through is an 11.7, and the rain hasn't arrived. Fantastic. Okay. Well, I'll go to the end, and... Wait, how many tires do I get? Oh, they're just returned. I feel like my lap was so bad, I have the ability to get into Q3 with a used set. So I might just do a new one. I mean, I'm still, like, ahead, but it's only by, like, 6/10. I want to secure it. I don't want to go out in Q1. I mean, actually, that could be quite an exciting prediction. So now it's a choice. Do I take a risk? I mean, these drivers have just improved. It's an 11.7. I don't think that all 5 of these drivers are going to improve by over a second. It's just not going to happen. Let's see. I lived! I didn't actually... Did I lose any places at all? No. Alright, I got diffed by Charlie, but like I said, it was a pretty crap lap. Nice, we're into... Oh! I didn't look at the results. I suppose we can guess. Yeah, we can guess. Right, so there's... Right, so, okay, right, what we'll do is we'll just write down the ones that went out and we'll just take that. I've already cocked it up. Now we have... Hulkenberg is 1. I think George Russell's gone. No, he's there. Verstappen, okay, both Red Bulls are there. Both Alpines are there. Both Aston Martins are there. Both Williams are gone. Alright. So Sainz and Albon are both gone. There's 2 more we're looking for. I feel like there's one team... Oh, RB. Both RBs are gone. Yeah, okay, that was quite easy. So it's going to be Lawson. No, not Lauren. Lawson and... What's his name? Hajar. That's not... How do you spell his name? I don't know. So that's the... What the fuck? That. Right, boom. 15, 16, 17. Oh, wait. I am an idiot. Alright, done that. Alright. Weather, dry, nice. Now, what lap time am I going to need, please, to get through? 11.5. Wow, these drivers stink! Alright. 11.5. Really? So my Q1 lap was good enough. I was in 11.1. Yes. Am I on 110? Someone do a VOD review. Am I actually on 110? I feel like this is way, way, way too easy. This is even easier than I thought. Although I'm not getting anywhere near first, so I suppose it's not too bad. I'm wondering though, because... Oh, it's because I was on equal performance. That's why I was doing a 10.2. Now, see, that makes sense. Okay, I got it. If I was in the McLaren, I'd probably do a 10.2. It's because I'm in a Ferrari, it's slower. I don't know why that just completely left my mind. Although a lot of stuff does, so... Obvious target now then, get into Q numero 3. Should be very, very easy, considering... Well, even if I just repeat my last lap, which was smelly, I would have got through. And it's a very nice Sector 1 as well. Definitely a lot better than the Q1 lap. I hate that chicane so much. Quali complete. I am now a second up on Ollie Behrman. So that's like a 10.5, which is very nice. That's very nice. Go down to 20. And in. Boom. Boom. Love it. What is that? 10.5? 10.5 bang on. Look at that. Little P1. Hey! Hey! I love a bit of that. Yeah, I am still watching. Get a job. Right, find out the results. W, it is indeed a W. It's a massive W. Ooh, oh! Those are good. I like them. So P15 in his home Grand Prix is the Lawrence. It's a pretty good result for him. We've got P14, we've got the Esteban Ocon, and probably the big surprising one is Antonelli going out in P13. A rookie going out in Q2, by the way, is a surprise. Shows how good he is, to be honest. 12. I know he's got like the best car, but still. Well, not the best car, like the third best. You know what I mean? I can't that. Okay. Ollie Behrman in P11 and Alonso in P12. Honestly, that's all fairly realistic. I mean, Behrman almost getting to Q3. Yeah, that's bang on. Alonso scraping just by. No, going out by like half a 10. In fact, yeah, I could actually see those 5 being exactly that 5. Gasly, my goat. Ugh. All right. I did not know. I didn't know. Okay, right. Obviously, you have to. It's another thing you have to, take into consideration as well is that Jack Doohan is replaced by Colapinto. I forgot about that. Also, Bortoletto and their green time. Bortoletto Q3 in a green carbon fiber monocoque. What does that even mean? Well, I know what it means, but yeah. That's gas. Oh, look at that as well. 7,000th and in a 3/10 gap. Verstappen is cooking. And I'm not too sure about that Yuki Tsunoda. Obviously, in F125, they don't take into consideration the struggles of Yuki Tsunoda. They just give him a nice driver rating, and he just sort of, like, does well. Right. Q3, then. We'll go right to the end. 1 lap. I don't know if I'm going to beat my lap time of a 1:10.5. I want to try and at least match it, and yeesh. Yeah, I can see that happening. Honestly, that top 4 has a very high chance of being that top 4. We know McLaren is the fastest, and Lando just has to have a good day, and that will be true. And George Russell always finds himself 3rd or 4th. So I could see exactly that top 4 being true. That's hilarious. Track's nice and hot. Let's go. Franco Colapinto Q3 is crazy. It is. To be fair, not to go into it too much, I feel like it's all I've spoken about when it comes to Colapinto. I do not think he is anywhere near the talent that people think he is. This is coming from someone that can't even do a decent lap time on the video game of F1. But, like, I feel like Jack Doohan didn't deserve to be binned off after, like, 4 races. It's just so unnecessary. And he's crashed and not really been that good either. It's like dumping Lawson out for Tsunoda. It hasn't made a blind bit of difference. It's better, but it's not like... You're not going from, like, DNFing every race to, like, scoring podiums in Red Bull's case. Like, both of those driver moves, I just don't understand. It's crazy. Woo! Right up to the wall. Come on. I need to use a bit more overtake on this lap. That's going to get quite sketchy. Woo-hoo-hoo! I'm half a second up. Lando Norris does a 9... Did I just see a 9.8? Jesus wept. Alright, well, I'm half a second up on Leclerc, so that's a 10.4. If I can just have a really nice run through the final chicane, I should improve my lap time. And I don't really. I think I matched it. No, I beat it. I beat it. I beat my own lap. We take that. We will take that, you know. I will have that. Did I nick it off George and all? That'd be even better. Dickhead! I've had him. Let's go. That's basically a pole position. You know, it's like when, you know, 2020 with that Mercedes car. It's like finishing 3rd is like a pole because the car ahead is so much quicker than everyone else. So as we know, the McLaren is like, you've got like Red Bull, Mercedes, what is it? Like Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes, McLaren, you know? And, huh? yeah. Has he done that? Gabriel Bortoletto not only finishes ahead of both Saubers, not both, both Alpines, but is also only 3 tenths behind Mr. Charlie. Also, look at the diff as well. 6 tenths between me and Charlie. And also, one thing that neither of us have spotted, Yuki Tsunoda out-qualifies Max Verstappen. I'm not having that. I'm not having it. I'm just sort of not. But alright. So, the top 10 is going to be Jack Doohan, which is actually replaced by Colapinto. So, Colapinto P10. Gasly in P9. We're going to have Bortoletto in P8. We've got Leclerc in P7. We've got, let me type, EA. We've got Verstappen P6 somehow. And then even more surprising is going to be Tsunoda in P5. We have got Russell in, I can't type, in P4. And then, please, P3, Lewis Hamilton. P2, Oscar Piastri. And number 1 is Lando Norris. I love that. That's nice. What was his lap time in the end? Yeah, that is diabolical, by the way. Diabolical. Half a second quicker than not only your teammate, but everyone else. Half a second? Whatever. I'm not having it. I'm not having that. What does that even mean? How do you get to the 1 minute 9s? Even I couldn't do that on equal performance, aka the best. Actually, funny enough, if I was on equal performance, I would have only got P2 there. I have truly maximized my performance. That's gas. And what's my sector times? Was it like good, bad? Right, so we've done a 19.8. Oh wow, my sector 1 was actually incredibly better than everyone else. Sector 2 was really bad, and then Sector 3 was really bad. Oh, Sector 3 was egregious. How's my Sector 3 that bad? I know my run out the final corner wasn't brilliant, but Sector 3 is literally 2 corners and a straight, and I used overtake throughout that entire straight. I have no idea, but I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with P3. Like I said, that is basically a pole position. Because, like, you're not beating the McLaren, so that's a massive dub. And now, we have a 70-lap race with mixed conditions. Please don't be raining. That's really upset me. That has really, really upset me. Fun fact, I've only ever driven on the rain, in the rain, on this game, once, and it went horribly. So... At least it's going to dry up very quickly. It looks like it's going to dry up whenever that is. I don't even... Are these... Okay, they're increments of like 8. So like laps or like 16, the rain should be gone. And then we'll have dry until the end. So it's only a little while. How long have I been live already? Been live nearly half an hour. And I've only just finished quali. Alright, yeah. Okay. Right, now hang about. So, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 12, 10, 9, 7, 6, 7, race. Okay, done it. Time to fit on hard. It's going to be dry by the last few laps. You know, it's dry from very early, so I think the strategy might be use inters until it dries up, and then do medium hard. I think that's pretty good. Fuel, I'm going to lower it only by a little bit. And I'm also going to increase my aero because higher aero in the wet is better. So I'm going to increase the aero. I'm going to... No, I can't mess with the tyres because I can't change it later. And I'll change the brakes as well. Okay, we're ready. And I need to remember to change my aero when I pit for dries. That is important. And now, let us begin. This is my first full race on this year's game, which is going to be quite fun. I have no idea how it's going to go, how long it's going to take. I might make a flashbacks. Like, if you guess the amount of flashbacks I get, you get like a can of Pringles or something. Because there's going to be a lot of flashbacks. And if you don't like flashbacks, then quite gladly go and watch someone who is much better at the game than me. I crash a lot because I try and go faster than I actually can. So, yeah. It's like what Michael Schumacher said, you got to go over the limit to find the limit. But I never find it, I just keep going over it. There you go. Temperatures. So what temperature stays the same? Because I've got it on surface only. Oh, that's the... I get it. Okay. Where do you think I'm finishing this race? I'm feeling fairly confident, but because the McLarens are the McLarens, I'm just going to say a top 5. I feel like the McLarens are going to pull away, and I'm going to really struggle to stay ahead of everyone else, because I'm really bad in the wet compared to the AI, and... yeah, I think once it dries, it'll be a bit different, and I might be able to actually catch up and get back into P3. So, in the wet, minimal damage, try not to lose too many places. When it gets dry, pop off and kill everyone. Just by looking at the way you drive, you defo love oversteer. You see, that's interesting, because that means I'm doing something horrifically wrong, like terribly, horrifically wrong, because I hate oversteer with such a deep passion, and I would take understeer 10 out of 10 times. So if people think I prefer oversteer by the way I drive, that tells me I'm driving very wrong. Nice. And stop. Nice. I'll park my car a little bit to the right, hopefully get a better run into turn 1, and we'll see how it goes. Crazy, it is crazy, yeah. That is quite revealing, to be honest. But yeah, I hate oversteer so much. Oh, and here we go. The race is going to begin. Let's do it. We're off. Oh, that start was nice. Just don't spin. Don't be a tosser and spin. Thanks. Right, turn 1. Just survive. Just actually kill George Russell. I hate him. Kill him. I'm scared. I hate it. Right. ERS management is what this is going to be from now on. Whoa! Big skid. Okay, that brake bias has got to go up a lot. Let's up that. Oh, I'm already struggling. It's lap 1 for crying out loud. Oh, Nelly Nuna. Go. I'm hoping what I can do is just keep my overtake on down the straights and then leave it off everywhere else so I get better exits. I don't know if that actually works. I'm making it up. Oh, that didn't sound good for my tyres at all. Okay, well, could have gone a lot worse. How do you understand if my guy taking these like shoe me? I like braking late. Okay, well, a pretty dismal first lap, and honestly, I feel like everything else is going to be the same. Like I said, I just can't drive in the wet. DRS has been enabled, though, so... See, like, how is my car spinning out while braking? I feel like that shouldn't happen. I have no idea. But yeah, you can see why I'm bad in the wet. 2 laps, actually it's been 1.5 laps, the McLaren's already 4 or 5 seconds ahead, and I'm just holding everyone else up. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If I try and have better exits, I spin. So, I don't know. I have no idea. I think Bortoletto's current... Oh my, what is that pace? That's a DRS effect. Get away from me, George Russell. No one likes you. Get away. Alright, so a 20.5. And I'm doing a 22.5. Yeah, just 2 seconds a lap slower. That's alright. That's great. Good for me. God's sake. Ah! Can it be dry now? I need dry conditions, please. Please! I can't drive like this. George Fumble. That is an unbelievable slander name. Oh, hang on. Verstappen's looking greedy. Never seen an overtake there before. I'm trying to, like, use more throttle mid-corner. It seems to be helping by the smallest of margins, but I suppose it is helping. I now expect Russell to just fly past me. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Max Verstappen's going for the double toilet trouble. I'm not going to let him do that. Get away from me. Well, that was better by 1/10. You take that. As soon as it's dry, these lot are done for, by the way. Like, the millisecond it becomes dry conditions, they're done. It's over. It's wraps. Well, I've managed to gain 2 seconds, because there've been some scrapping behind, so that's nice. Finally got a bit of breathing room. I'm not just constantly getting my arse sniffed. So that's nice. Arms are already getting tired. Knees weak, arms are heavy. I like how I'm improving, though. That's good. And from what I can tell, the other cars aren't. So, at least that means I am getting better. Max Verstappen. I don't know about that one. It's not bad. I prefer Crash Stappen, but all to their own. Look, I only lost half a second that lap. I'm getting better. I know half a second is still a lot, but it's only half a second. Come on. More green sectors as well. I really like the colour green, you know. Fun fact, my entire bedroom used to be painted green. It was horrible. It was really, really not nice. But there you go. F1 Crim fun fact of the day. At this point, I don't even know if it's me or the McLarens are just that fast. I mean, there's a little baby gap building up between, like, P5 and 6. So, I do have some pace. I think the McLarens are genuinely just that quick. Yeah. At least that's realistic, you know? The McLarens being miles ahead of everyone. That's good. Ah, concentrate. I wonder how the green fiber monocoque on wheels is doing. I don't get it. I don't get it, because that's literally what it is. Holy moly, where did Verstappen come from? Like, genuinely, where has he just come from? He's just appeared out in, like, thin air, quite literally. Okay. Hello, Verstappen. Ferrari's so slow, even Krim can't save them. Oh, God, and there goes Verstappen. I didn't even get a chance to react. He's just gone. Oh, at least I get... Where is he going? Is he switched into dries? He isn't, all. Cheeky bastard. Why is he going to dries now? Ugh, shaky baby. I feel like it's a bit too early for dries, no? Alright, I guess we're going to dries. We are doing the dry tyre strategy. But I still feel like you can get away with the inters. Yep, confirm that change. Hard tyres, long distance run. I love it. Let's do it. Well, neither of the McLarens have pitted. Maybe I should have taken the initiative and pitted early. But you know what? They've got Hannah Schmidt, so it's not fair. He's going hards. I indeed am hard. I'm putting the hards on. He's so L-classified Ferrari strategy. Yeah, there is definitely, like, some hidden vault somewhere in, like, Sicily that has, like, the greatest strategy, and Ferrari are just keeping it hidden. Now, it'd be in my best interest to keep Russell behind here, so that's what I'm going to try and do. Not leave him a gap. And, goodbye. Oh, he's coming in. He's coming with. That's nice. Absolutely banged that stop, by the way. I usually just cock that up all the time. That was good. Oh, yeah, I forgot I need to do the release. Hang on. That was clean! That's got to be the best Ferrari pit stop in, what, 3 years? Man, no! Ah, emergency water. Okay, good. Alright, go. There is Verstappen! Whoa, we're going wheel to wheel! Round turn 1, he's gonna get me! Bastard! Okay. But I lost like half a second, so, you know, the extra lap, if anything's good, because I've now got an extra lap of tyre wear. So this is actually nice. This is really good. I like this. I've just realised I've put my water directly in the way of my chap. What a bellend. Oh, it's very loosey-goosey. I don't like this. No, actually, I don't think this is too bad, because I get the DRS to carry me along, and I've got the extra lap of tyre wear, so actually I don't mind this. Varar Sniffer is indeed back, and he's actually ahead of me now. Bastard. That's revenge for 2022. Where Hamilton came out and got one over Verstappen came out and got behind Hamilton and like kicked off. That's what he does when things don't go his way. But as soon as one thing is against him, baby. Saying that with many, many pictures of him on my walls and a statue of him behind me is quite hilarious. Also, look at the Charles Leclerc comeback. He's only 1 second behind me now. He started like 4 places below me. That is impressive. But you can also see, you know what I was saying earlier, like as soon as it's dry, I'm going to be all over them. It's now dry, and my pace is considerably better than Verstappen's. So I was right. I was absolutely bang on. Wahoo! Skinny. think I do want to overtake Verstappen quite quickly, though. And also, I don't know what's happened to Norris, but look at the gap. It's gone from 10 seconds to 3 seconds. So I don't know if he stayed out an extra lap, but that has cost him massively. Verstappen blue flag, imagine. 16th, 16th! Outrageous. Shout out to Panthers. Oh, I did a 16-2. Yeah, oh, I'm so back. It's like what I posted on my community thing earlier, or yesterday, or whenever it was. I forgot what he said now. What did he say? What did Ricciardo say when he won in Monza? And for those who thought I left, I never left. Just stepped aside for a while. That is literally me right now. They thought I was done and put in the bin in the wet conditions. Here I am in the dry, and I am feeling normal. To be honest, this is normal. I need to actually add just quickly, conditions. Hang on. Need to add. So the conditions for the real life Grand Prix, well, for this Grand Prix to predict the real life Grand Prix, is inters from lap 1 to 9, and then dries from then onwards. And we'll see if it changes later. There's been no DNFs or safety cars or anything like that yet, so I don't need to add that. I'm not obviously going to add each individual overtake, because I don't think you can actually do that. I'm just going to add, like I said, safety cars, red flags, and DNFs. So, yeah. Fave driver quote, yep. It's a great one, to be fair. And what is this not... Can we just appreciate the Lando Norris fall-off, by the way? Blood was 10 seconds in the lead, well, he was 10 seconds ahead of third, 3 seconds ahead of his teammate, and now he finds himself losing to Max Verstappen. It'd be in my best interest to actually overtake Lando Norris, overtake Verstappen on this lap, so I can then go for Norris in the next couple of laps. That is going to be my strategy. I need to hope, though, that Verstappen doesn't get within a second of Lando during this lap. I don't... Well, there's flashback number 1. Only took 10 laps. Do a quick analysis to help me out later. What did I do wrong? Just went on the grass. Alright, cool. Thanks, no one cares. Whoa, almost done it again. Shout out Dirty Air. In a way, I do like that Dirty Air is now actually a contributing factor, but it is a bit annoying. Oh, I've just hit him up the arse, sorry. Whoa, big skid. Right, come on, power. I don't care about my rears. I need to get this move done. Come on. Oh, it's going to be easy. Oh, it's so easy. Bye, Verstappen. You're a lump of shit. Whoa. Oh, I am so back. Up to P3, where I started. Lando Norris well in sight. I am loving this all of a sudden. New fastest lap as well. Oh, I'm dead. Oh. Shout out DRS. I think getting rid of DRS next year, and it's like something else called like manual driver override or something. Tyre wear is looking real good. It's like 1% a lap. So I don't need to like save tyres or anything. I can keep pushing at this pace. This is nice. Lando no chance into turn 1. Is that his name now? And it's a good name actually. It's biblically accurate to his character. He stinks at lap 1 for some reason. I don't know why. That was a bit odd. It's better to just call it active aero. Yeah, I don't like any of that, to be honest. I don't like the sound of that. I know F1 is the most complicated thing in the world, but they should... I feel like that's overcomplicating it all. I feel like the system they've got is pretty good. They just need to make the cars a lot smaller, smaller than they are doing, and also maybe make a couple tracks wider, like the tracks that only F1 races on, like Miami and things. And then it'll be good. I also don't like the Lando's, like, my pace seems to have fallen off a cliff for some reason. Keep braking too late into that hairpin. This is bad. Oh, shit. Okay. Not the end of the world. As long as I can stay with him, then it's fine. My leg is killing me, and it's only lap 14. God help me. It's now dawning on me how long this is going to take. It is like an hour and a half, isn't it? Yeesh. I dislike how Lando's getting further away, though. That I really don't like, and that's got to change. Why do I get reduced harvesting? I feel like that's a load of bollocks. Why, what do you mean I get reduced harvesting? What does that even mean? Ugh. I mean, that just shows you how unfit I am. We already know that, but the fact that I can't do 15 laps of a sim race without being in, like, a lot of pain, and yet you've got these real drivers doing this for real with all, like, the effects of, like, the world and, like, nature and all that, like, G-forces. And, like, just, like, yeah. That's really sad. I've also just remembered that I forgot to change my my wing. The one thing that I said that I wanted to change. Luckily for me, it seems to be okay because I'm just sitting back from Verstappen and just using DRS. But that's probably why they were catching me up so quick down the straights, is because I am really slow down the straights. So next DRS zone, I'm going to make sure I change that to the actual correct aero, and then when I stop, I'm hoping my pace is going to get even better, and I should be a lot more formidable down the straight, so that's nice. Stopping on lap 40, that seems... maybe not actually. I feel like lap 40 just... I mean, actually, no. Because it's like you're doing... what? You're doing 31 laps on hards and then 20 laps on mediums. That seems normal. is my tyre wear currently. See, it's only, like, especially the fronts are, like, brand new still. And it is literally, like, I mean, the rears are bad. But it's, like, it's not even 1% a lap. They're wearing that little. So I reckon I could extend that if I wanted to. Oh, oopsie daisy. Give me my pedals. Come back to me, pedals. They keep going away from me. How the hell did that do damage? Because I got damage off, blood. I have damage off because if I get damage, I'll just use a flashback anyway, so it's just sort of pointless, do you know what I mean? Okay, come on. Sort of falling into a little rhythm now. Everything's nice the same. Everyone's doing similar lap times. We're all lapping in the low 15s. This is nice. I like it. Just got to look after my rears a bit and then we are chilling. Go. Ferrari pace? Yeah, pretty much. Underwhelming. That's Ferrari in one word. Underwhelming. I wonder if after this season, or like the next 2 seasons, Leclerc's just going to get a bit sick and tired and leave. I mean, he's in his 7th season for Ferrari now, and they ain't really come close to winning any form of championship yet. And you got to think, the last time they won a championship was, like, what? 14? No, way more than 14. It's 2007. Oh, no, it's 2008. I think they won the 2008 Constructors. So, how long is that? 16 years? 17 years? Yeesh. If I brake late one more time into that hairpin, I'm going to kick off. Go. Leclerc has to leave Ferrari, so that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting as well. I feel like if he stays there for the next 30 years, they're not going to win anything, or even come close. I think the closest he got was the start of 2022. I feel like that's the closest he came. But even if, I mean, I know he made a lot of mistakes, but there was so many times where it was just Ferrari, like the Monaco strategy, and there was a lot of times where it was him. And I wasn't there as well. The Baku, they DNF'd, Spain, he DNF'd, and like Austria or something. And they won in Austria, I think. And then, you know, obviously you had France, he crashed on his own. Even if all of that went his way, he wouldn't have won. Because they fell off a bit by like the mid-season point. And then that's when Verstappen won like 15 races or something. actually really enjoying this, to be honest. Just, like, staying in this really nice rhythm. The one thing I don't like, though, is the undescribable pain going through my arse area. That isn't fun. I still have PTSD from it when playing F1 2020. Yeah, thing is, I feel like because I'm such a fat bastard, that is probably like the main reason. Also because I'm driving in a spinning chair. But I just feel like after, you know, 4 or 5 years of playing these games, over like 7,000 hours, I would have thought that my arse would have gotten used to it by now, but no. Side note, F1 2020 is so overrated. I've played that game for 200 hours, I think it stinks. I really, really don't like the handling. It feels like way too, like, snappy. There's like no weight on the cars. I know that's a hot take, but I feel like with me, my opinions on the F1 games are the complete opposite of everyone else's. I think F1 23 is the best F1 game. I think F1 24 was really good, and I feel like F1 25 is a tad bit worse. Whereas most people think that F1 2020 is the best, F1 24 is like the worst, and F1 25 is a big step up on 24. The handling is supposed to be understeery. No, sort of isn't. I will be honest though, this game, the handling is a massive step up from the beta. I played both betas, and the handling is a lot better than that. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it. You know, I can drive with it, I'm driving with it now, I'm fast, I don't mind it at all. It just feels like I'm turning a vehicle when it's turning. I think as well is that I don't really know the difference between good and bad handling. Like, to me, the car turns, it feels like I'm turning a car, and that's good, that's all that matters. And then you got these people complaining about, like, how it reacts to curbs, and I don't care. It's an arcade game, why do you care so much? I know it's, like, the main, like, it's, like, the only, like licensed F1 game, but, like, it's not meant to be an extremely serious sim racer. It could be, but that's not the direction they're going in. So, I don't know. F1 24 is good just from watching you play. Yeah, I loved F1 24. Surprisingly, it's actually my least played F1 game, which just shows how much more I liked F1 23 and even F1 2021. I've only got about 550 hours on 24, which is, yeah, my least played, just behind F1 22. And you gotta think, that game stinks. I think it's because obviously between from the start of this year until, like, well, now, I haven't played any sort of racing game. I haven't really played games in general. Like, so that's probably why I missed out on, like, 5 months of playing, but still, surprising. Tyres are starting to go a little bit off now. We have approached the magical 20, which is usually when your tyres start to feel a bit funny, and they're a bit more oversteery and a little bit loose on the rear. But the stint is only sort of halfway done, really. I mean, I've been on these tyres for 15 laps, and I'm going to be on them for another 15 laps, so it's literally exactly halfway through my stint. Put them on lap 9, putting them off on lap 40. F1 22 is 24 wannabe. I don't know if I agree with that entirely. I feel like 22's handling was like Like, driving without traction control, which I've done since 23, is really easy to me. 22, even now, with 3 years of experience of no traction control, I can't do it. And I used to play, 2021 was my first game, I played that with traction control on medium, because I found it with off too hard. I now play that game on medium, off, sorry, and it's really easy. 22, though, it just sort of doesn't... It's so difficult to drive with traction control off. Whereas 24, I feel like it's really easy. So, I don't know. 22 was really bad, though. Actually, to be honest, most of the F1 games, they're not bad, they just lack content. Like, in my memory, the only things that they've added in the last 5 years of gameplay is Elimination, which is a very, very bog-standard game mode that has many flaws that they still won't change. The fact that there's contact on is really stupid, because the literal description of the game mode is, like, who drives fastest will win. It isn't. It's who drives more aggressively and just kills everyone else will win. So there's that. And I think that's it. I mean, don't get me wrong. The driver career update last year and the My Team update this year are really cool, but A, they're long overdue, and 2, it isn't worth waiting, like, 3 years for. You know? I just feel like they need to add a lot more content to the game. Just doing career mode for, like, the 4th straight year just isn't good enough anymore. Never really was. Ah, my leg's cramping. Oh, bollocks. First version of F1 23 is better than the latest because I can play as Daniel Ricciardo. Fair enough. Fair enough. Sometimes I go back on 24 just so I can play as Sergio Perez. I miss him so, so much. Honestly, when Perez got dumped out in, like, early December last year, that was, like, the catalyst that, like, made me stop uploading for, like, 4 months. Like, you look at my channel, obviously, like, people that actually look at my channel would know. I haven't streamed consistently, I never really have, but, like, I didn't upload videos or stream for, like, 4 months. And it was because Perez got dropped out of F1. When that happened, there wasn't a real-life driver that I gave 2 shits about. There wasn't a single driver where I thought, I really want to root for him, because it was Perez. And I didn't even watch F1 until, like, 2 weeks ago. So, that was, yeah. I need him back. I think if he comes back with Cadillac next year, which they're saying he will be, I'm praying to any higher being that he does, I feel like I'm going to return to my former self of uploading, like, twice a day. What is the best F1 game you've played in your opinion? I think it has to be 23. 23 was so good. For no particular reason, I just liked it, you know. I'm not very critical at all. I just really enjoy playing it. I mean, it shows I've got like nearly 2k hours on it, which is more than double my second most played. Although I'd say 2021 is a close second. And then probably 24, 2020, 22, and I won't rank 25 yet until I've played it for like a month or 2. But it's already looking like a top 3 contender. Checo going to be my Danny Grip replacement. That's if he comes back. Which I don't know. I don't think he will, purely because he's getting on a bit. But I mean, there have been some interest from Cadillac, and not only is he a really good driver, but that extra money you're going to get from his sponsorships. Hallelujah. I wonder how much Red Bull gave him to break his contract. It's got to be tens of millions. Even if he wanted to stay, which I think he could have, like, the option was to stay. If you're getting paid that much, let's just flog it off, just go. Do you think Mick can come back? Honestly, yeah. He's still part of Alpine. I believe he races in endurance racing like Le Mans for Alpine. So, if Colapinto keeps crashing the way he does, and, you know, they don't get someone else in, I could genuinely see him being a replacement. I feel like Mick didn't really get much of a chance, really. He got 2 years with, like, the worst team on the grid. I'm also very unhappy with my pace all of a sudden. It's dropped off quite a lot. Checo and Bottas pairing is... Oh, what a duo that would be. The 2 greatest second drivers of the modern era. And yet, Bottas is probably one of the best drivers in the modern era. And yet he was just... Yeah. I feel like people forget that Bottas would beat Hamilton on a good day. The supposed greatest, like, driver, like, in that, of them seasons. I like Bottas. I miss Bottas. I like how, when he got dumped from Sauber, he literally came out and said, I thought Sauber was going to be a lot better than it actually was. I just think that's so funny to me. They basically just said, yeah, Sauber was a lot shitter than I thought it was going to be. I thought, like, we were going to make a lot of progress and do well and stuff, and they were just, they stayed mid. Thom might be the next Alpine driver. That would be quite funny. They should just make him their sim driver. He's basically got one in his house. He can be Alpine sim driver and work from home. That's kind of gas. F2 and Formula E champ. Oh yeah. Shout out Nick De Vries, by the way. What is he? Does he even still race? I always liked him. And which F2 champ? Who's won F2? It was Théo Pourchaire, wasn't he? That's crazy, isn't it? How you can win the Formula 2 Championship and not even get a look in for an F1 seat. I think that is egregious. With Felipe Drugovich as well. That is horrible. I feel like they should make it a rule where if you win the F2 Championship, you're guaranteed a seat at an F1 team. I feel like that should be a standard rule. What's even worse is that the 4th place driver got a seat. That is egregious. Just take out Zhou Guanyu and put Teo in. Horrible. He still does. He's a Toyota WE. Oh, that's nice. So he didn't do a Latifi and just basically binned off racing and went to a business school. That's good. I'm very close to losing DRS here. I think I might have. This is bad. Oh no, I got it. Oh. I mean, I'm highly gapping Leclerc, so even if I do drop back, it's not the absolute end of the world. It's just Verstappen is carrying me along so nicely right now, and I'm just gaining so much free lap time. Once you get an F2 champ, you can't go back. That's also, like, I completely understand the rule, because, like, it'd be really dumb. You could have, like, a 7-time champion of F2, and obviously you want to make room for more, like, really good talents, but the fact that you can win the literal path to F1 and not even get a remote rumour for a seat is really bad. That needs to be changed somehow. And yet, when you think about it, F2 champs do have quite a good record of getting into F1. Piastri, Russell, Leclerc. Who won 2020? Oh, that was Nick De Vries, wasn't it? Even, like, way back with, like, Hamilton and things, and yet the last sort of, like, 3, I mean, it was, you got, like, what, Teo, and then Drugovich, and then there's one more. Who won it last year? Was it Théo Pourchaire last year? Or was it someone else? I don't know, wasn't it Bortoletto? Well, he got in. Mick won F2? Oh yeah. I'm trying to get it chronologically. Was it George Russell 2018, De Vries 2019, Schumacher 2020, Piastri 2021, Drugovich 22, Teo 23, Bortoletto 24? Maybe. And I haven't really watched F2 this year. I think I did I think I might have done a watch-along for the F2, in Australia, the opening round. And there was a bloke called, like, Fonaroli who was winning. Is he still winning? Oh, God, I've lost DRS. Tragic. Mick can't even go back to F2. Yeah, but I think he's doing all right in Le Mans, or whatever he's doing. I think it's endurance racing for Alpine. That's cool. That clears F1 anyway. Well, we are very closely approaching the halfway point, and it's been a very boring race. Literally nothing has happened. I mean, the start was exciting, I guess, with the rain, but nothing really ran on there. Tyres are shot to bits at this stage. It looks alright, but, yeah, car's very loosey-goosey. Prim, Nick is racing for Toyota. He ain't working for him. Yeah. That's why I said no. He's racing something. No, I give up. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I know I'm doing BMW this year, but if I bring back the Toyota My Team, you can come join that. We were doing a My Team series. Should do. I mean, I do a live stream one for BMW I did the other day, but I'm thinking of doing a Connor Sport one. But I feel like that might already get milked to death, so I'm not sure yet. I will do one, it's just what team? Do I bring my own team? Do I do Connor Sport? Do I buy the Iconic Edition and do Apex? Do I bring a real life team like I do with like Toyota and BMW? Like bring like Brawn back or some really old overused concepts like that? Who knows? We'll wait and see. My brain has a short circuit? Yeah, mine too, don't worry. You have a suggestion? Go for it. You'd also see like how losing DRS just ruins me. Leclerc's caught up by like a second on this lap. Yeah. Lamborghini? It's not a horrible idea at all. I mean, that is one of the main candidates for, like, bringing a real-life company into the game. You're like, what, Lamborghini, Toyota, Honda, Jaguar, Ford. Yeah, could do. But it's like, I think I will just, like, massively cut down on career mode this year. Rather than trying to do what I was doing, which was, like, what was it, like, 4 different career modes, and then one on a live stream as well, and doing them every day. No. Like, realistically, I don't want to keep doing that, because one, I'll burn out very quickly, but also, I mean, I never really gained anything off it. Like, there wasn't really any channel growth whatsoever. Most of my channel growth during F1 24 was through live streams and shorts. So, I'll do career mode, maybe like 3-4 times a week, 2 times a week, because I'm doing 2 different career modes, and then try me new stuff, which by that I mean just nick concepts off other people and just do that. Nice. Top Gear F1 team. Now that's actually kind of a cool idea. I don't know how that would work, but that's a cool idea. You could have like, imagine you make custom drivers. You could have 2 of them, like 2 like presenters as drivers. Plain white overalls like the Stig. Oh. That is actually one of the best ideas I have ever seen or heard in my life. That could be a reality. I feel like you've got to get the original 3 presenters involved somehow, but I don't know how you do that. Or maybe you don't, to be honest. You just get 2 drivers in white overalls, like you said, like the Stig, and that's a fantastic idea. I'm going to put that down somewhere. Oh, my anus, please. Plain white car sponsorless. I mean, I don't know about that. Although they haven't got like an iconic car for the whole series, really. The entirety of Top Gear. I'm talking about the old one because I haven't seen the new one yet because it's shit. Car named Jeff. What car was Jeff? I don't know Jeff. You know, that's not only like a good idea, just like because it's extremely unique. I have never seen any. I mean, you've got like, I don't even know how you're meant to say his name, but that gross Gene who makes like Top Gear F1 like memes, but that's different. Like no one, I've never seen anyone do a Top Gear Mighty. I wonder like what other concepts there are, because like that's why I'll probably never succeed on YouTube and like streaming, is because I'm just not creative enough. The fact that you've come in here and come up with that idea and it's like the best idea I've ever heard is really tells me something. When I think of doing a My Team series, I think of like, the only thing I think of is bringing like real life teams and like companies into F1. So teams like, you know, your Toyotas and your Lamborghinis and things. And then you're like, oh, I remember Clarkson wrote Jeff on a car. I remember that, I just don't remember the car. Wasn't it the, you know when they made their own electric car and it was like a square box of tin? And it was really slow and then it fell down that hill. Weren't that called Jeff? I think that's what it was. That's crazy ball knowledge if that's true. Only 3 more laps to go until my hard stint is over. And I'm glad my pace has kind of picked up again. Leclerc did gain like a second on me, but it's stayed about 4.4 seconds now, so that's good. Yep, I think it was the one they built. Yeah, that is... Yeah, that's unreal memory knowledge from me. For someone that has very, very, very bad memory from a history of, like, rugby. It's a complete lie, I've never played rugby. I've got very bad memory, though. I'm surprised I know that. It was just a metal box on wheels. That is exactly what it was, yeah. And I remember Hammond was stuck in, like, the middle, and they built, like, a weird, like, I don't even know, like, cockpit for him in the middle, and, like, the sun, like, he gets smashing his face on the window, and the sun was, like, burning his eyes. It was really funny. Fully white-coated carbon fiber... Why do you keep saying carbon fiber monocoque on wheels? Where's that come from? What does that mean? Because that's just what... that is what an F1 car is. I don't get it. It's like when people say, like, Fernando Alonso is just a rookie. I don't get what that means either. I also don't like that Leclerc's getting an undercut on me. I feel like that hasn't really been thought through by Ferrari, although nothing's thought by Ferrari. They just act. They don't think, they do. That's Ferrari's quote. They don't think, they do. That is it. That is literally it. That is Ferrari. If you've got F1 icons, you need to put Shumi as the stick. Oh, what's an idea? But I'd have 2 sticks, though. Who can I make the other stick? Have, like, David Coulthard or something. Like, someone that's been on Top Gear. Mark Webber. Someone like that. Yo, you lot are crafting something magical here. Watch me forget. Alright, pit stop number 2. Should be the final one. Going on to the medium tyres, unless there's a late or like, a safety car where we can put something else on. Nice quick stop. Sweet as. Alonso is a rookie meme. It came when Alonso quit F1 from 2019 to 2022. He could participate in endurance races. He then came back in 2021, so technically speaking, he's a rookie. Okay, yeah, I get it. I get that part, but I just don't understand how it's, like, stood the test of times. Like, it's... Like, how is that still relevant now? Okay. I mean, I understand the joke now, that, like, he technically... So does that mean that Kimi Raikkonen is also a rookie, because he left and came back to do rallying in 2011? I suppose it does. Kimi Raikkonen with only, you know, only, like, 10 years experience... So yeah, it is 10 years, isn't it? It was, like, 9 years. His first stint doesn't count, because now he's a rookie again. That makes sense. I got it now. Very nice pit stop, by the way. I've lost 2 seconds to Leclerc, but I'm still out in clear air, so we can now crack on, get some nice consistent lap times together, and hopefully make another push onto Lando and Verstappen, who, by the way, haven't made pit stops yet, so I'm going to get an undercut on them. That's lovely. And also, to note, I probably should have done the same... Oh. Well, that's just fascinating, isn't it? Honestly... This is actually... I don't mind this. I'm going to have a quick 5-minute break as well. I don't mind this at all, because what I'm thinking is... I don't know how the rules work, exactly, but... If I done Inter hard, does that mean I get disqualified because I haven't used 2 sets of dries, or does that not count because it's wet? Whatever the rules are... I've now put on medium tyres, so if I use more hards, why have I got 8 stints? What's happened there? Alright, so... On hard tyres, it goes from a 14 to like a 15. Medium tyres is a 12. Okay, no, it has to be a new set of mediums, surely. Why does it keep adding like 97 stints? Stop! Stop! Why is it adding 37 stints? What is this game? I want a set of mediums from here to the end. That's all I want in my life. Okay, right, events. Lap 40, red flag. Webber auditioning as a new stig for the Grand Tour, while they keep calling him Ricardo. Oh, I remember that. Cool. Memories. Let's do mediums. We are going to do mediums, yeah. I don't know why it keeps doing... when I change between these, it keeps, like, adding... What is that? What is this? That is a strange bug, but we're now going to be doing... what is it? 32 laps on... Wait, I just realised something, and it's also something that's really stupid. I don't know if you can do it in real life. Someone will have to find out. But you know, like when you go in a pit stop, you change the flap angle of your wing. You change the aero. Well, I forgot to do that during my first stop. So my aero's really high. You can't change your aero under a red flag. And what I want to know is that an actual rule, or is this game really bad? Why can't I change my wing angle? So that means for the entire duration of the race, I'm going to have the wrong wing angle and losing like half a second a lap down the straights. Alright, guess I'll have to make it up in the corners, but that's still just unbelievable, unfathomably cringe. Right, race start number 2, though. Starting from P3, in the dry... Wait, hang on, I've just realised. What happened to Piastri? Where's Piastri gone? I think it's an in real life rule. Okay. If it is, then fair enough, but that's also a dumb rule. You're allowed to change tyres, but you can't change flap. Alright. You can't adjust wing angle in pits? Well, yeah, you can. That's what you do. No, like, you can change, you can change, like, the flap. Like, the bit. Like, it does, like, it goes like that, I think. That's what you always see them, like, on the radio, like, we got -2 on the wing. Or, like, +3 on the flap and things like that. Anyway, race start number 2, here we go. Why am I 4th? Oh, I was always 4th. Oh, I get it now. Right, we're off. Oh, that was a bad start. That was a horrible start. Okay. That was a real opportunity wasted there. I feel like I could have easily got Lando, but I wasn't ready, to be honest. Why have we got a... Oh, someone's gone off already. I think it's Tsunoda. Tough. Oh, no, it's Hajar, who retires. Alright. That's cool. Need to write that down. Lap 42. Hajar, retire. Norris bottles it. Lando strikes again. No, yeah. I could have so easily got Lando there, but I'll be honest, I clicked ready, but my mind wasn't ready, so my race start should have been infinitely better. Bollocks. Stop overcooking. There's still 30-odd laps left. It's all good. They done bad my goat jar. Well, I'm too old for this shit. Bloody hell. Go. How's Gasly in P5, by the way? Someone mind letting me know. Someone tell me that, and then someone else tell me why I'm so slow. Someone else tell me, why has Piastri gone into the pits? What? What? Oh shit! Sorry. You can't. Hang on. No, I'm not having that. No, I'm not having that. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not being funny. I went off. I come back on in the same place. Why are you giving me a penalty for that? That's so rigged. This game is horrible. Why has Piastri gone in the pits? Why? Why? Why have you done that? I'm gonna kick off. I can't concentrate. There's too much going on. 3 flashbacks though, in like 43 laps. I would take that. They won't even let me go through a runoff. Yeah, they literally don't let you go through the thing that's designed to be there in case you go off. They give you a penalty for using the runoff. It's a load of bollocks. Oh, this is so cringe. I could probably be winning the race right now if the game would let me change my wing. Oh no, my wing has changed. Oh. Okay, never mind. I forgive the game. So it turns out you can't change your wing in the red flag menu, but if you set it beforehand, it does change it. Okay, that makes sense, but it doesn't make any sense. But we take it. At least now I know in my mind I'm on the correct downforce setting. That's good. Setting purple sectors all of a sudden. I don't know why. I don't know if like the AI went into a bit of a rhythm now and they've stopped pushing. They give you a penalty for going slower. That's what I mean. I went off in P3, come back on in P3. So like, what for? I should probably look where I'm going. Oh, another yellow flag somewhere. I don't know if it's in front or behind. I'm going to assume it's behind. It is. And well, no. Well, no. Well, no. Okay, so now they're saying, cool, it's all kicked off here. Right, so now we're using another set of mediums. So we're using our third set of medium tyres. Who died? I believe it was a Mercedes. I just don't know which one. I'm going to assume Antonelli because he was way further back. I suppose we'll find out. And we just go again. Alright, lit. Oh, I'm not ready. Wait, ready. I'm ready. I'm so ready. I'm so locked. I'm off. What a start! What a Grand Prix start! Lando can't do a lap one bulge of Norris. He's gone. See you later. Bosh. Cut him off. Oh, he's killed me. Lando Norris is killing me. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, flashback before I do another red flag. I'm not having another red flag because of my own mistake. I'm not doing that. Jesus, Weps. Yeah. Okay, right. So, for fairness, we'll do it there. That's good. Right, we'll give Lando space this time. That's a little bit too much space. We've done it. Okay, I've let myself off there. Also, Lando on the soft tyre. The absolute psycho. Blood thinks that he's going to do 24 laps on soft tyres. You have had it. What is that McLaren strategy? I do not believe in that whatsoever. Lando, no chance into turn one. That is exactly what it was. Horrible start. Please don't spin. I don't care. Hit the wall. Just don't spin. I've already lost DRS to Verstappen. Why is he just like... Why is he really good at driving cars? Like, what? Why is he so good? What is that top 5? I've just seen that. Ocon P4 generational. What is that all about? Verstappen, can you come back, please? I need DRS or else I'm buggered. Come here. Please. Alright, please. I really need it, please. Please. That felt pretty good. Yep, okay. I think I've just skimmed DRS there. I have. Lovely stuff. Go, go, go! It's also interesting to note that the red flag was caused, and yet the driver who caused it is not only still in the race, but they're also thriving ahead of 2 drivers who they were behind when the red flag happened. Also, both Mercedes are currently down below. They are currently P17 and 16. So that makes me think it was actually Russell that caused the red flag. I suppose we can have a look after in the replay. But this is real good now. I've caught right up to Verstappen. Yippee! New fastest lap as well. And I've got the correct downforce, which means I might be a bit more formidable in the straight. So I might actually just go for a move. Because I'm feeling dangerous. You know? I'm in a much inferior car. I'm an inferior driver to the Max Verstappen. And yet I'm here fighting for a win. What a driver. Stay away, you posh bastard. What are you doing? What are you doing? You are off your nut. Absolute freak. Generational fight, it truly is. You got Verstappen, 4-time champion of the world. Most Grand Prix wins in the ground effect era. Lewis Hamilton, 7-time champion, 100 wins. And Lando Norris, just sort of there. On a real though, I really hope that Lando wins this year's championship. I like Lando a lot. I like all drivers on the grid. I feel like that's a not an opinion that most people would then assume that I'm not really a proper F1 fan. That I don't. The only driver I don't like is Russell, and the only team I don't like is Mercedes. So apart from that, all other 9 teams and 19 drivers, I like them all. I don't really like Colapinto purely because he chucked out a driver I really liked in Jack Doohan, but I like everyone. So even though I like Oscar, I like Lando as well. I'd rather Lando win 10 out of 10 times. Because he'll probably do a live stream the night after and like play like Warzone. You see the downforce change working as well. I was going from doing 325 to 335. So that is a massive difference. That is going to help me in my defense against Lando and my attack of Max Verstappen. Nice. 20 laps left. We're cooking. Pain is severe, but luckily I got painkillers. Oh, painkillers. I take too many. I probably do. That's why I feel tired and high all the time. You could easily tell who the 2 best drivers on the grid are and who's got the best car, because we are now 4 seconds ahead of everyone else. Although, to be fair, those other drivers is Gasly, an Alpine, and a Haas, so maybe we should be this far ahead. But to be honest, Lando is bottling it as per usual. He is not only in the fastest car, but he is also on soft tyres. And he is currently struggling to overtake a slow, in pain Lewis Hamilton. That's real tough. I also find it funny that in the space of like 4 months, Piastri has more wins than Lando has in his whole career. I know Lando only got his first win last year, but like, I just find that pretty funny. Oscar is some driver, isn't he? It's only, what, his 3rd year? And he seems like he's been here decades. Fair play to him. What's good, boss? How you finding the new F1 game? I've done Breaking Point and only just started my team. I like this game, honestly. I played both betas and they stunk. But this game is considerably better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, to be honest, I only bought it like, well, what, like a week after release? Like the 4th of June? Because I really didn't like it. But then I thought, you know what? I can't just not get it, so here we are. And it feels nice, you know, it feels natural playing this game again and like doing live streams and shit. It feels normal. I like it. I don't know what happened to Piastri in this race actually. It's just sort of, he pitted, there was a red flag, everyone went onto the medium tyres, he stayed on the hards and then pitted off them. Not entirely sure what that strategy was about, to be honest. I'm probably going to get done in by Lando here. Verstappen's woke up, it seems. He's actually managed to find somehow another level. Nice. I do prefer the grip levels, much less grip than 24, but not as bad as 22. Yeah, I've not really had a problem with grip. That's all, to be honest. I feel like it feels the same as 24. It's just I feel like the car has a bit more weight to it. I feel like I'm swinging about a car that weighs nearly a ton. Not like a sheet of paper. That's the main difference for me. But I like it. I'm not too critical of the handling. As long as it feels alright and it turns, then It's good. But I've only been playing it for like 3 days, so you still got to give it some time. Although I feel like I'm only going to get to like it even more. And I don't know if it's just me. I have seen a couple of people say it, but the AI seems a lot worse this year. I'm currently on 110, diffing the fastest car, driver, and tyre combination. Thoughts on F1 2018? Oh, it was a great game. You know, it was probably one of my favourites. Never actually owned it, never actually seen it, but yeah, no, it's a great game. I have actually played F1 2019, though. It was the first F1 game I bought on my Xbox in 2019. I actually played it quite a lot. There is there's a hidden YouTube channel that no one knows about that I used to upload on from 2016, so I was only 10 years old. That's when I actually started making YouTube videos, and on there's a couple F1 2019 videos where I pretended I was in PGSL. When I wasn't. I was on a controller, using full traction control, and was really shit. Good memories, that. I just wish I could play 2019 on a wheel, because they've got Hockenheim, and I love Hockenheim. F1 2019 are the yeah, exactly. See, that's mind theory. That's telekinesis. I love that track so much. In fact, if I continue my F1 2016 series, I am so excited to go to Hockenheim. I love that track so much. That's probably my favourite track. I don't know what this Verstappen... I don't even know what you'd call it anymore, but yeah, he's just gone. It's not crazy levels of oversteer and a pointy front end. I didn't mind F1 24, but felt a bit pointy. Yeah. Suppose I agree, although I don't think I have the ability to think that deep about it. I did notice that F1 24 was like the opposite of my driving style. It was very oversteery, and I hate that. So, yeah, that's probably why I loved it, but I didn't play it very much. It probably got a bit old, because I was having to constantly fight my vehicle. I am absolutely cooked. Yeah, that I didn't mean crash, I just meant Lando was going to get me. How is his tyres not just, like, burnt and blown up at this stage? F1 2018 had Daniel Checo, Bottas, and Rookie Lonzo. Well, to be fair, this game's... Well, last year's game had all of them still, but yeah. Yeah, I've never actually seen gameplay of F1 2018 and before that. I think I might have seen a bit of, well, actually, apart from 2016, of course. I think I might have seen a bit of 2014, because that was touted as, like, the worst F1 game of all time. But yeah, here comes Lando Norris. Stay away from me, Gav. Stay away. Outbraking you. Dickhead. I really thought his tyres would have gone by now. He's done about 13 laps on them. I'm sort of hoping that, you know, by a certain lap, in, like, the next sort of 10, his tyres are going to be so bad that I just sort of clear him. And then, obviously, I'll just, you know, take the second place and go from there. What a bold job by McLaren, though. Lando Norris, especially. We know, you know, he's like the Arsenal of F1. But he was on pole by half a second. He led the race by 5 seconds. He now finds himself in P3, struggling to overtake a slow, aching Hamilton, and Verstappen, meanwhile, is off in the distance, winning the race by half an hour. And also Piastri started second, was second in the race for the early stages, now finds himself in P16. crazy work from the McLaren team. Also, shout out Alpine and Haas. Currently P4 and 5, and they have got a very large gap to Tsunoda in P6. So they're probably going to take that P4 and 5, and what a result for them. Gotta remember, of course, this is to predict the real-life Grand Prix. So the real-life Grand Prix is going to see Verstappen winning, which I suppose isn't all that abnormal. Hamilton 2nd, Norris 3rd, Gasly 4th, Ocon 5th, with 2 red flags. What a championship juicer that is. One McLaren not in it at all, and the other McLaren struggling. That'd be very fun if it actually turns out that way. Wonder how Stroll's getting on in his home GP. Have you tried the legendary F1 Championship Edition? I have not, no. Isn't that the one with like the really cartoony one? Like the, I think I've seen it. I haven't played it before. I have played. It's actually one of my most successful videos on my channel. Hang on, here comes Lando. I should be able to just outbrake him every time. Yeah. Alright. I have played a Roblox rip-off of F1. Well, it's not really a rip-off, but it's like an F1 game on Roblox. And surprisingly, it was actually quite fun. And also, depressingly, it was also one of my most successful videos. It was just out-and-out clickbait, but yeah, that was pretty good. That's the only way. There's also another game that I have on PlayStation. I could actually do a video on it. Like, I found F125's Killer, or some niche title like that. And it was this random game that I found on the PlayStation Store for like £4.99. And it is literally just like, it's like a 14-year-old, like, high school student, like school student, like made it in their bedroom in like 2 hours. It's shocking. The sounds of nature, like the birds, are louder than the car's engines. So yeah, that could be a cool video idea. Oh, you proper freak out when you hear the mention of Gasly, don't you? Pure Gasly. I like Gaz's. I like the Gaz man. The Gas man. Approaching the final 10 laps of the race. Still hang on to this P2. Verstappen not pulling away as much, but still pulling away. And I think Lando's tyres might have finally give up. I'm praying. So I can just, you know, chill out a bit. Please. Yes, 1.8. I think his tyres are finally gone. It's a great day. It's fantastic. He's finally given up. For now, anyway. As long as it's ahead, it's more than a second, then we're good. Lovely stuff. I don't know how Verstappen's finding half a second a lap on me. It's very impressive. I imagine it's just my rears. I'm like just going a bit too hard on the rears, which I just normally naturally do, and then that's just like, you know, he's just got better tyres, but actually, I don't know, in the game, in F125, I assume Ferrari's ranked lower than Red Bull, so his car is better, but this is just a pure driver diff, to be honest. Final 10 laps. This has been exhausting. And I know this whole idea was from him, and like, I'm just copying him, but this is like sort of different. Shout out Thom, because not only does he does this every day. I know he's got like a 10 grand like racing simulator, it might even be more than that. And he's probably the most like comfortable you can be. But the fact that he sits here and does back-to-back, like, 50% races is outstanding. I can't even get through one 50% race before I have to go lay down for 2 hours. It is incredible. Fair fucking play. Also just not getting bored. I feel like if I did this every single day, not just the pain, but the boredom and the burnout would set in so fast. But I'm enjoying it for now, so I'm going to milk it while I can. Oh yeah, that's a thought. I can now do 1440p streaming. I forgot about that. That's cool. I don't think I'll ever do that because, well, unless I get partnered on Twitch, which I don't think I ever will. Because on Twitch, you can't change your video quality unless you're partnered, which is really stupid. It's extremely dumb. But that's just how it is. If they change that or I get partnered on there, then I'll start streaming at 1440p, because that's gas. I do find that funny that the monitor I use now that I'm playing the game on, I have had for like 2 or 3 years, and I only just discovered like last week that I can use 1440p, and I've never used it. I just find that hilarious. Although, to be honest, I don't really notice a difference, but I still think that's quite funny. Lando's tyres have definitely gone away now. Verstappen is now pulling away even quicker. I wonder if, because obviously, even like, by the final like couple of laps, Lando's tyres are going to be so dead. I wonder if there's a 90+7 Gasly podium opportunity. That would be historical. Alright, hang on. Oh. That pain is incredible. Right, come on. Final stunt. Final little stunt. Brake, 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 brake. I'm not even too concerned about going fast anymore. I'm just going to not crash. That's going to be my new target. Survive is the new goal. Lando's tyres must be dead by now. Yeah, they have to be. Why you would even go on the softs in the first place is quite interesting. It's been a horrible day at the office for the McLaren strategy. First of all, Lando with like 38 laps remaining, or it was a bit less than that, 35 give or take. He went onto the soft tyres. And Piastri, after the first red flag on lap 42, didn't change his tyres, started the race on the hards with everyone else on mediums, went around one lap, and then came in the pits to change to mediums, and then there was another red flag a lap after, which buggered him completely. He's now currently all the way down in sort of P15. Insane work, really. Someone please tell me where Verstappen's getting this time from. This is unbelievable work. Isn't his driver rating, like, 97 higher than everyone else? Tsunoda 5th. Tsunoda is 5th! So, Ocon, as he bottled that, he was like 5 seconds ahead. I wonder if he can go and catch Gasly as well. Gasly 5 seconds behind Lando. I don't think there's a little late move for him to get 4th, but we'll see. Tsunoda better not catch my Goatly. He's only 2 seconds back. On better tyres at this stage, I would imagine. That's gonna get really close. But the way that Tsunoda's diffed Ocon, I reckon he could probably do that. I could just go and kill him and save Gasly and get him second. only lost 2/10 to Verstappen that lap. Everything is changing. I'm locked in. Oh, it's Gasly's 1.4 ahead. 1.2 ahead. Oh, Gasly's in the mud. Gaz are in the mud. In the mud. Gaz are in the mud. Da -da 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 -da. He is unbelievably buggered. He's only 4.6 behind Lando, though. Tsunoda could be on for a P3 here. If he keeps up this pace, there's a little chance for him. Now, that would be generational. I think he easily catches and passes Gasly at this stage. Yeah, look, it's already 1.1. Wonder where this has come from. It might just be the hard tyres. At this stage, the mediums are just so far dead and the hards are doing alright that the pace changes. Now the hards are better. Maybe that's like, in hindsight, if I went onto the hards after the second red flag, I might have been a lot slower, but by now I could have caught and passed Verstappen. Interesting. Oh, he's within DRS now. Oh, poor Gaza. That is tragic. I mean, he's definitely going to lose this. Whoa, whoa, why does that keep happening? Why does that happen? Why does that happen? What gear am I in? I should be in gear 4, though, right? Gear 4? Wait, no, I'm in gear 3. Hello? I am. I'm in gear 2. Eh. I suppose that makes sense why I spun, but that's still cringe. Okay, I experimented. Alright, I'll try now. I tried short shifting to gear 4, because that's when your car grips up. It didn't work. How much fuel have I got left? Oh my god, I've got so much fuel! Oh, well, yeah, there was a red flag twice. That makes sense, never mind. I wish the rich engine mode was still a thing, so I could burn all that off. Gasly survives from Tsunoda. Down the back straight. Is there going to be a move down the main straight? Looks like it. Tsunoda's gone for it. Tsunoda's got it. Tsunoda is up to P4. Gaza is being done. Time for... No, it's not! 90 plus 7. Gasly takes it back. What a driver. And this is saving Lando right now. I don't think they can catch him anymore. Yeah, Gasly survives. My goodness, I did not think he had that in him. Fair play. What a driver he is. Oh my, it's so close. I think, yeah, Gasly's definitely at it now. Tsunoda is way closer. He's only 2 tenths behind. Let's see it. Wait, no. How is Gasly holding on? This is astounding to me. Like, genuinely incredible. How he's surviving. He's done it again. Is this geezer on one or what? Like, what's happened here? It's insane work. goated. He is indeed goated. What a driver. Gap is even smaller now. But in a way, I kind of believe in him. Is that going to be the caster curse, though? Let's see. Down the back straight they come. Tsunoda getting close. But I think Gasly's going to survive down the back straight. But the main straight is a different story. I suppose it isn't the back straight, is it? But that's what I'm going to call it. Here they come. Tsunoda's gone for it, I think. No, he hasn't. Gasly survives again. Generational race we are seeing from Pierre Gasman. I think it can be said a generational race from me as well. Not to like big myself up and all. I'm already big enough. But I am driving in the third best car, maybe even fourth if you want to count Mercedes is better than Ferrari right now, on 110 AI, at a track that I've never been that good at. And I'm on my way to, well, I'm going to finish second, only losing to the greatest driver of the sport. I reckon that's a lovely day at the office, and not a bad prediction either. Final lap of the race. Here we go. This has been a great bit of fun, really. An incredibly boring race, apart from the 2 red flags. And obviously I'm in a lot of pain, but I liked it. This is good. I could probably do this for every single race now, I reckon. Nope, sorry, Wall. Gasly still ahead of Tsunoda, by the way. He is still doing it. I don't actually know how at this stage. I think it might be an AI diff. Gasly is just clear. Imagine he loses it on the final lap. That would be so tragic. But Verstappen goes down the back straight. I still don't know where he's found this lap time. I mean, like, half a second a lap is ridiculous, but I mean, fair play, I guess. We'll give him a round of applause. Well done, Verstappen wins. Not a completely unrealistic prediction. I don't mind that at all. And second, with a beautiful drive. With only, like, 4 flashbacks and all. Lewis Hamilton. Me! Yay! We love to see it. That was tough. That was really tough. I haven't done a 100% race in like a year. Liam Lawson wins driver of the day. I don't know how. I feel like it should be Gasly. And now is the thing. Does Gasly get 4th? Is the question. Did Tsunoda nick it down the back straight or the main straight across the line? We know Verstappen wins. No one cares. Off yourself. Let's see. And the survey says Gasly got 4th. Well in. That is a glitch live. Look at that. P9 to P4. Oh my. We had a lot of comebacks. Look at that. P14 to P7. P16 to P8. 11 to P9. 19th to P10. 17th to P12. 18th to 14th. And then we had Oscar Piastri, P2 to P13. George Russell, P4 to P11. Doohan lost 5 places. Stroll lost 1 place. What a surprise. He is just the hypothesis of mid. Bortoleto lost like 9 places. Wow. Hadjar stays last as well with that DNF. Insane work. Right, well. Time to write all that down. So the winner of the race is Verstappen converting a P4 to a win. Hamilton P2. What a drive by him. And then we have Norris on the podium. And then we have Gasly in P4. His best result of the season. Tsunoda's best result of the season, P5. Then we have Leclerc in P6. Sort of just normal for him, I guess. Ocon in the points. Massive W for him. Then we have Albon Hang on, I can't type. I forgot how. Albon in P8. Alonso P9. Didn't think he'd get points, but there you go. Liam Lawson P10. What a drive as well. 9 places up. Insane. My goat. Yep, he is indeed the goatee. George Russell P11. He'll be very upset with that one if it does come true. And then we have Sainz, Piastri, Hulkenberg. Wait, what happened to Bortoletto? Oh, wow. Yeesh, that is tough. That is insane work. Antonelli, Behrman, well, there you have it. So, for the Grand Prix, that is the prediction done. So, for qualifying, it will be Norris on pole, a McLaren front row lockout, Hamilton third, Russell, Tsunoda, Verstappen, Leclerc, Bortoletto, Gasly, Colapinto, Alonso, Behrman, Antonelli, Ocon, Stroll, Albon, Hadjar, Sainz, Lawson, and Hulkenberg. Is the quali results, and then the race is going to be a wet race from lap 1 to 9, and then dry from lap 9 until the end, a lap 40 red flag, a lap 42 Hadjar retirement, and a lap 44 red flag, and the final results is Verstappen, Hamilton. Not where you can see it here. This is the race. These are the race results. I don't need to read them out. There they are. Yay! There it is. I actually managed 100% race. Let's take a look. Actually, there's two things I want to look at before I head off. Number one, I want to see what caused the second red flag. Look how depressing that looks. It's just the same over and over and over again. Right, so this was the first red flag, and then this was the second one. Yeah, lap 44. It was a Mercedes near the rear. I think it was Russell. Aha! You stupid bastard! Here it is. George Russell going around the chicane, gets loosey-goosey on the rear. Off he goes, skids, collides with the wall on his rear. Ugh, that's actually a nasty crash. Loses the rear, goes off there, and then smashes the wall and goes into the other side, which also intercepts everyone else, and that's what caused the second red flag. And didn't retire either, actually carried on and made his way up. And ended up taking a P11, almost got points. Great comeback, and this was the strategy from Piastri that I really... Hang on. Okay, that was insane work. He just nearly got diffed by Bortoletto on hards when he's in a McLaren on softs. That is insane. But look, so the first red flag, which was here, when the race restarts, which I'm going to have to go quite a long way for... I didn't even see what the first red flag was for. I think it was Hadjar. I think. Well, no, this is the red flag restart, isn't it? So he came into the pits. So, Oscar Piastri, as the red flag comes out, goes into the pits. Wait, hang on. So, lap 40, Oscar Piastri goes into the pits, and puts on hard tyres. He restarts the red flag on hard tyres, does 1 lap around, and then comes back in for medium tyres. And then, when the next red flag comes out, goes on to softs. So in the space of 3 laps, he went from mediums to hards to mediums to softs. Alright, fair enough. Good for him, I guess. Alright, what a colossal bottle job that is. Nice. Lovely stuff. Well, there you go. That is the Canadian Grand Prix prediction done. Now, I don't know if, I don't know if I'll be live streaming watch-alongs for, you know, F1 tomorrow. I don't think I will be. Just because it's practice, and practice is a bit dead. I might do FP1, because that's, like, you know, it's all new. But maybe FP3, because that's when... I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll just have to see. I will definitely be doing quali, and the... What's it called? The Grand Prix. That's what it's called. I'll be doing that as well. Because, of course, I need to see if my predictions came true. So that's what I'll be doing. Also... Oh, wow. So... I've only done like 5 races on this game. I don't have the premium pass, and yet I'm all the way up at tier 23. Also, side note, the fact that we are in the first battle pass of the game, and you only get 2 liveries, is a disgrace, by the way. Absolutely egregious. What just happened to my game? Why did it go to like 4 FPS? Alright, so what do I actually get? I get an... no one's using that. That's cool, I guess. Wow. Wow. I haven't even looked. Is there a... Oh, what is happening? Is there a compendium? They got rid of the compendium. What a time to be alive. The most pointless thing in the game is gone. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Well, I am absolutely knackered. Probably because I haven't intaken liquids. Now I have. But I'm very tired, and I'm going to be heading off. But that was an absolute belter. I liked that a lot. Is there a double header? Hang about. No. Okay. Well, I'm going to try and do this for every F1 race now, and we'll go from there. So, streaming possibly tomorrow, not watching F1, but doing something else, and I'll definitely be live the day after and Sunday for quality in the race, and then we'll go from there. We'll do more My Team, well, I'm going to start playing some ranked as well, and actual YouTube videos. We'll be starting the driver career in My Team, and also I'm going to attempt my new type of content, which probably won't work because I don't have the effort. I don't have the botheredness. Yeah, I'm very lazy. Anyway, thanks for tuning in today. This was great fun, and I'll see you a lot later. Nice one. In a bit. Love that. I like how I'm saying goodbye while looking the other way. That's quite funny. Yeah, see you later.